Hello everybody, welcome back to Dhatu Yoga. We have Manjunath sir with us. Manjunath Guruji is with us again. Welcome sir. Thank you for coming
Okay.
again. So
Correct.
sir is gonna enlighten us today about to understand where is our life energy concentrated with the chakras and our astrology combined. Where is our hidden energy? How to tap that energy? So it's a very interesting topic, and I'm very excited to listen from Guruji himself. He is a very learned astrologer. He does consultations. He also does Vastu consultations. Kindly reach out to Sir on the website given in the description below. Sir, I'll give all your contact details on the description section. So welcome, Sir. Over to you.
Namaste, Hare Krishna viewers. Thanks for being a warm welcome. Always, Madam is very kind enough. She's very bowing to the knowledge. That's the thing. It's not up to the thing what we know. It's all of a universe energy, which we know in a little because we are a part of the universe, which we know the little, and we understand those things to our viewers. So let us see with the smaller slide, Madam, for our viewers today. So we are sharing up the basic universe image. It is a image of a Milky Way galaxy where there is a hidden sources of planets, grahas, Rashi, nakshatras, because it is a consistent of all the things. Because our universe is huge, vast, this thing, we are very minute particle. In those universe, you are able to, in this Milky Way galaxy, you can able to see all the grahas, Rashi, nakshatras, and it is a sun which is shining here in between. So first see what are the planets, what are the grahas, basic layer of these things. So in astrology, we always refer to the moving bodies around the sun as the planets, from Mercury to Pluto. And planets are the body which consists of the gas, minerals, rock, iron, which move around the sun in this mundane science. So what is the grahas? On a lighter note, grahas are the, on another hand, are known as which move across the sky. So this need to be understand. Who are the agents of Lord Vishnu? Because Lord Vishnu is a something who is a creator of this universe. So here sun is not considered as a planet, it is a star. But the sun is a graha because it energy affects us and it moves across the zodiac belt, activating the signs. And basically, what is meant by zodiac? In Sanskrit term, we called it as a Rashi. So zodiac is a term given to the cluster of stars which is present in the sky that forms the stories with the heroes, villains, wars is there, love is there, climax is there. So we as a souls play out of this plane. We as a souls, we might be a hero, villain, we may fight the war, with all those things. So in this zodiac, the thinner layer, the zodiac signs are the dots, small dots. So those small dots forms an image to form something. For example, here I will show those zodiac signs. So for example, if you jump to the Mesha Rashi, see, it is making a image. These stars are making a image of a goat. So combination of these dots formed image of a goat here. That forms the image of Mesha Rashi. So these are the, if you go out and see these bunch of zodiac dots in the sky, so it can make something difference on the human life. So how it has been discovered, what our rishis has did, means whatever rishi munis had did, they had in night time, they had looked up the sky. So they saw these dots. These dots is impacting something on our human life. And most of them are creating the animal images. For example, here you can see the thing, and if you jump to the Makar Rashi, here it is it is forming some another image as a bunch of dots, and it is a Scorpio sign, Wrishchik Rashi. Here it is forming an image. So then the Rishis, then they realize these animal figures which is forming is going to affect something on this plane, in this earthly plane. So with the bees of the different dimension, these rishis told, and these rishis discovered in their meditation that this particular cluster is our home, and because we move across, we are affecting by these bunch of stars, and they are giving some certain sort of energies over that. So some other images, it is like karka, it is a symbol. Again, you can see the Simha Rashi. It is called as Simbha in a Sanskrit term. So what is that means? The Simba. So these animals, beware of the animal, become the life. And the script of these animals become the life. So likewise, our Rishi Munis, what they do, each zodiac sign they have named, like Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Leo. Likewise, as I told, each these zodiac signs are having certain stories in it. Each have different acts in it. So especially our rishis has not only used for this for human purpose. So our rishis especially did to understand the God, to understand the whole universe. And in a mundane level, as you know, our festival is approaching nearby. Yugadi means it is a festival season, which is starts as Hindu calendar New Year. In this, the new Panchanga comes. With those new Panchanga, our farmers, our all the who are making the cultivation, they will see how they can grow the crops in the different seasons. So example like this, all the things that our Rishi Munis has already planned it earlier. So next question comes, this all they have discovered. There might be a something curiosity left out. Why this all planet exists? There might be some reason, no? So this planet exists in the 14, whatever we made in a Puranas, it is mentioned in Atharvana Veda, and other Puranas, it is mentioned there were 14 lokas for these planets. So 14 lokas, where we reside, this is a Bhuloka where we are standing. So consider Bhuloka as center. The 7 lokas are above us, the 7 lokas are below us. Those 7 above lokas are called as Bhu, Bhuvas, Swar, Mahar, Janas, Tapas, and Satya. And the below lokas called as Atala, Vitala, Satala, Rasatala, Talatala, Mahatala, Patala, and the Naraka. One sort of Naraka below. So this planetary system has been divided into 14 lokas as per Atharvana Veda, those things. So now it comes the form of, as you know, you have discovered 14 lokas. Then there might be a curiosity, no, madam, that we have to go there. For example, human has a curiosity to go Chandra Loka, and recently they are making the Mars mission. They want to go for Mars. If there is a funny, if you go for a Mars, then if we stand on Mars, then there will be a funny quote like Earth is aspecting on us. That can be in our future. So as I have told, the curiosity begins. What the lokas, how we can travel there? Do you think we can travel there, madam? For the 14 different lokas?
Yes, sir. I think we can travel.
So exactly as you have discussed, we as a human being, is a super soul. When we are fixing the stars, so how we are fixing? Exactly 3.2 billion light years, this lokas difference. So if you have determination, as you told, yes, you can go there to the next loka. So don't you think we have technology for that? Yes, we have technology. But when we take this technology in a spiritual level, so what is that spiritual level? This body is a physical suit. Whenever we take this body as a physical suit, that is a rocket, and we put the right fuel in it. What are the right fuel? The energies, hidden energy with the meditation. So we think spaceship is required to go there something, but as per like astrologically or spiritually, our spaceship is the knowledge and intellect. So what I mean to say is we can activate our body only by activating whatever mentioned in those 7 chakras. We can activate the rocket pilot inside us. What is the rocket here? Body is the rocket. By knowing own internal soul, we can travel there. Some say this sounds maybe rubbish or something, but it is very scientific. You know, the yogis taking the Mahakalpa Samadhi, which is mentioned in the Kriya Yoga, they take this body as a physical suit. So the soul is the pilot, all the buttons are turned on, and when it goes faster than the speed of light, straight to the next loka. One loka above and one loka below. For example, if you consider the Mooladhara chakra is the base, and the forwarded by 7 chakras, Svadhisthana, Manipura, Anahata, Vishuddhi, Agna, and Sahasrara chakra. Consider these are the 7 loka above the earth plane. So this is on a upward journey. The same way, whenever it is coming, it is taking the 7 below chakras. It adds to be at 14 chakras. So this is a special kind of thing where we make Kundalini activation. There might be some different topics or different theories involved in a Kundalini activation, but in astrology, we can know the path of Dharma by enlightenment through traveling of 7 lokas, above 7 lokas, below 7 lokas, with the greater meditation sense. You can enlighten yourself. So what I mean to say for our viewers is, wherever you go, like you can hear the words, our body is the temple. Yes, it is a temple for traveling and enlightenment. Means I mean to say the enlightenment is nowhere exists in the world. It's and in the inside the our body only. Only the system of thing we have to follow, and with our good knowledge of astrology, we can make it very possibly these things. So this is a deeper science. So it is whenever astrology is commentable, but it's not the thing. Only thing our concept for our viewers to make clear that. So it's very easy to enlighten ourselves and to get the knowledge and to travel the other worlds with the meditation itself. And with these Rashi Nakshatra Grahas, it's like when you travel 7 loka and 7 loka below, you can cover entire this Milky Way galaxy.
Yes.
So this can be done with the proper knowledge, with the proper guru and the proper understanding. So this is up to the things to know the basic layer in the astrology.
Very fantastic, sir. Actually, you're right that we can travel through our energies in the body. Very nicely said. Sir, if you could tell the audiences about which and all chakras has which planets associated with it.
Yeah, we can cover with the graphical images, because when we going through the same these things chakras with the planets, we can associate. But as per today's topic, we have covered up to the enlightenment with the those meditation exercise. So whenever we mention, it is not a thing mentioning the things, there is a some comment should come. So whenever the people comments whichever you have asked, we can definitely answer them in the this thing, and we can cover more things, because if you go on adding, the videos might stretch with respect to the comments. So we will cover in the next video those things.
Sure, sir. I think sir will be covering on the detail on planets and how the energies work. But overall, there are 7 chakras in the body that has a very close connection with the planets and the zodiac belt. Sir very beautifully explained that the Rishi Munis have identified a cluster of connectivity and the image what they get from that, and the energy drawn by that image. So there is some certain significance into that image. That image is playing a very vital role in our chakras, in our day-to-day life. So identifying how it's playing in our life, we can empower our own self in different areas. That's what sir is trying to tell. So
Yeah.
every zodiac and every stars and every nakshatra has both plus and minus, sir. So I think we should tap which energy we tap that energy results we get. That's what always sir emphasizes on. So understanding your kundali with the right perspective will help us to move ahead with the right energy. Else we'll be tapped again in that energy and get blocked, right, sir? So it's very
Yes.
important to tap in a very right energy and move ahead. So thank you so much. Sir has given a very nice fundamental brief introduction. In the next recordings, in the next class and sessions with the sir, we'll understand deeper what way these energies are impacting us. So thank you so much, sir. Namaste.
Welcome. Namaste.